Hey guys, this is Julie. We should be live. It is 9 o'clock on Thursday evening, 9 o'clock Eastern, and I am doing a kind of an INFINii overview hangout. There have been lots of things that have happened since it's launched, since it's opened up, a lot of updates, a lot of things going on. People have lots of questions, wondering about access, wondering about how things work, timeframes, all sorts of things. So I just wanted to, do this hangout. Most of you on here are probably on my team. You may not be, but most of you probably are, and or you may be invited by people who are on my team, which is great. And if you're not on my team, that's great too. Always looking to share really great information and great content with people. I put on my nice dorky headset for you tonight. I've had this thing for a while, and it's just comfortable. And so anyway, I'm a little bit of a dork, so you can appreciate that about me with this. So listen, I like to get started on time. I know everybody's busy. I like to joke around and I like to have fun and do all that, but I am a busy person just like every one of you is, so I want to make sure that I stick to a pretty good time frame and get a lot of questions answered for you. So I want to cover a few things that have been going on with INFINii. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to go on over to the INFINii homepage, and we'll talk about things. I'll be going back and forth here as we're talking, but let me go ahead and see if I can't get this to work. Okay, I want to share my entire screen. Which one? I'll just share the entire screen, because then I can just toggle back and forth to what I want. Oh, this is so confusing what it looks like on here. I haven't done one of these Hangouts for a while, so present to everyone. All right, we should be good. And I hope that you can see this. It looks so weird on my screen, but we will see how it is looking here. Let me go on over to INFINii, go to the home page. And hopefully, I'm just going to go on over here and see if it, yep, it is. Okay, it looks like it's working correctly. So I hope it is for the sake of this video. But anyway, there's a few things going on with INFINii. So when you log in, they are giving you some information here about things that are currently going on. One of the big things here is that we have a forum, a user forum, where you can go in and you can access the access information, ask questions from people who are using INFINii, people who are interested in INFINii. They have been able to log in and use this forum. And if you don't know where that forum is, if you just click on product, say go to Prime, just hit training, and then when you scroll all the way down to the training, I guess I can do that here real quick. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you're going to see a link that says, it's down at the bottom here. Come on. Using so much bandwidth here. But down below here, there will be a link below all the training. There it is. That says INFINii forums. And you can click that and it'll take you to the forums. Now, right now, that link is not working. It was working for a little while, and it's a really great place to share information and to talk with other members about what's going on, how things are working, how things are maybe not working with bugs. But right now, the INFINii team has shut that down right now. They've got it closed. They are in the process of making sure that the people that are registered for the forums are actual INFINii members. Somebody asked me if you needed to be a partner to be able to access the forums, and that is not the case. You only need to be a member. And and at first they didn't restrict access to this, and now they are. Once everybody has that was in the system got paid up on the 10th, and so they want people in there who are INFINii related, who currently have the training, who currently have access to what's going on with INFINii. We don't want people in there who are commenting and giving information that they may not have the expertise to give. So they are, that's why nobody can access the forum right now. So just if you didn't know that, if you didn't even know there was a forum, now you do. Sometimes I send information out, not everybody gets it all, of course. So there is a forum. It's really awesome. It's really great. It's really a great place to ask questions, get them answered, talk to other members. But right now it's down, and hopefully it will be up, maybe tonight even. So I just wanted to update you on that. Then tonight, actually, the 17th is the deadline. If you want to activate as a partner to qualify for business volume, then you have until tonight. Of course, if you didn't, personally sponsor anybody, then you don't really need to worry about that. But if you are a builder and somehow you just, it slipped your mind to activate your partnership, it's $9.95. You got to do that by midnight tonight. So that's going on there. They've added, I really like this, they've added a additional staffing to the help desk, and that's really great because, there have been some issues that have popped up, which if you have, maybe you haven't been involved with a launch, but typically with digital launches, when there's this magnitude of people coming in, there are certain technical issues that do arise and need to be addressed. So they have added additional support ticket staff to help, and they're really looking to get those open tickets resolved, like they said here, within 24 hours. So super excited to hear about that. The invite system, we are currently still using the invite system, and let me just talk about this for a little minute. We are still using the invite system, and the affiliate links are not active. They did, I know, try to and they projected a hypothetical projection date of the 10th. They never really wrote it in stone. But right now what's happening is they are waiting on a final sign-off from compliance. That's really super important. If I don't know if any of you have had a chance to talk with Hitesh or Jason or Kevin personally, but compliance is really important to them, and they tend to take things a little bit more slowly to make sure that we are in compliance. It's really important that we are in compliance. So they want to make sure that all the videos are correct. None of the wording is wrong. I mean, they're double, triple, quadruple checking it to make sure. And that's kind of what the delay is on that right now. I mean, we don't want to start putting out affiliate links out there and then something is not compliant and not right. We have a great, awesome MLM attorney that oversees all of that. So they are currently working on that right now. So we have been using the invite system like we were doing before. Right here, the invites, and that means that in order to join INFINii, you have to get an invite from someone, and when you send that invite, you need to ask that person if somebody wants to join you. They need to provide you with an email address, their full name, and the username that they want to use, and then you can use the invite system. But that is temporarily shut down. I haven't checked it recently. It may actually even be back open right now. But anyway, they did do some business volume calculations, and that's what was going on there. So that is kind of like the latest updates with what's going on. They are in the process of fixing billing errors too. I know that there was some people that had some billing errors, and I know that they are really focused on getting that fixed right now. Now, another thing that I wanted to talk about is new functionality that was added. The ALC, the automatic listing tool, is active in the system, and I would love to be able to show you that, but I am one of the people who's got a support ticket in right now because mine is not accessible to me. So I really wish I could show that to you. I cannot do it right now, though. You should be able to access it if you hit Prime and Training and eBay. Sorry, right here. Then it should come right up for you. It would say create, and you would be able to use that. As soon as that comes up, and I have access to it, I will make a little training video for it if there isn't one in there, and kind of, I'll send that out to my list, to my team, and so you can see that. So if you do not have that, Shoot, and I meant to pull this information up a little bit earlier. Doing it kind of on the fly here. This is the link for the help desk. I'm going to attempt to, oops, put it here. Let me just open a document here and I'll paste it in here a little bit bigger so that you can see it. If you don't know what the link is to the help desk, this is the link for the help desk right here, https://infinii.com/hesk/. So I'll leave that up here too in case we want to refer to it later. But if you have any issues, anything with billing, anything with access to tools, anything like that, that is the link that you use to go ahead and send in a support ticket. And please do send those in. They can't fix things if they don't know what is wrong. Okay, so that's, I wanted to cover the automatic listing tool. You should have access to it. If you do not send in a ticket to INFINii, just like I did, and I should be hearing back about that soon. Most of the training is loaded. If you look all in here, I'm just going to click. I'm not going to open up any of the training, but I will show you. Training is loaded. We've got eBay information here for setting up the eBay business, shopping profits with Amazon Bonanza, and I don't believe they're using the Springboard video is up yet. No, it's not, but it'll be up here soon. But most of the training there is loaded. As with the other membership levels, most of it is loaded up there. So you should be able to be well on your way with getting going on your e-commerce business. Let's see. I did want to say, let me just switch back over here so you don't have to keep watching this screen. Sometimes this is kind of a pain, right? If I can stop the screen share here and get back over. All right, there I am. And I got my little handy dandy notes here too, so I can go along my list and cover everything that I wanted to cover. If you are on my team, I created a new team list, and those people who have activated their memberships, I have gone ahead and added to this team list. I've added your emails to it, and you should have received a welcome to my INFINii team email. Please look for that in your emails. It's really important because this is where I'll be sending information that pertains to team members. So that's where I want you to be able to have access to that. Do check your spam and your junk folders if you can't find it. And if you still can't find it, then get a hold of me, private message me, send me an email on the list that an email that I currently sent you, respond back to me on that. I have phone numbers in my email. So if you're on this, you know how to get in contact with me. Like I said, private message me on YouTube, Facebook, whatever. If you don't have my email, my Welcome to INFINii email showing up in your email, because that's really important to have that. All right, let's see. Access to Facebook groups. When you join my team, you get access to some really awesome Facebook groups. Now, I know some people really don't want to get on Facebook. I understand that some people just don't want to do that. And I would say to you, I highly encourage you to get on Facebook, if no other reason, just to get in these groups if you are on my team. And let me just head on over to some of these groups. Nope, that's not where I wanted to go. So I can show you what all is going on in there. Let me go on over here. You are going to have access to the Top Team Marketing group, and you are going to have access to Top Team Advanced. Now, these are really great groups because the people in here have a lot of different levels of expertise. Oh, I got to share my screen again. Let me share my screen again. Gosh, apologize for my, I'm a little rusty at doing Hangouts here, so let me just head back over there. Make you dizzy with all the going back and forth. Okay, so All right, I'm over here now, and I am on the Top Team Facebook group, and this is our Top Team marketing group. It's a really great place to get more information, to stay in the know about what's going on with people. We're welcoming a lot of people to the group here, but people do also ask questions in here. They post results. They say, if they have issues, they can post it in here. It's just a great place to get supported and to, you're not in business by yourself, okay? You do have access to me, and I want people to know that they do have access to me. You absolutely do. But it's really nice to have access to other people too. I might not be around 24/7 or when you need me, or sometimes, I may take a few hours or even a day to respond, depending on how you contact me. And in this group, there's people in here 24/7. There's a lot of people with a lot of experience, and you have access to that. You should have access to that as being a part of a team. So you do have access to this, and it's a really great group. It's awesome. You'll see, in addition, I want to say, in addition to that, my upline, Jeff, has got a really great training portal here, and you get access to that. Now, it's going to give you information about how to start doing affiliate marketing, or online or internet marketing, and the purpose of that would be to help you to grow your INFINii business. And all that information is right in here in this pinned post. So also, if you are on my team and you are in this Facebook group, then please go and read this pinned post. Read this pinned post, all right? Follow the instructions, watch the video and follow the instructions, and you can get access to this advanced training site as well. Now, we also have another group that is the Top Team Advanced group, and that one is specifically for members. I have some DS Domination members. We have DS Domination members who have a certain membership level. They have IDP, and they have access to this. And right now, this access to this group is being granted to our Team INFINii members who have any level of membership with INFINii. You don't have to have Excel. You don't have to have Surge. All different memberships of INFINii members are welcome into the Top Team Advanced group. It's got advanced training in it, an advanced training portal. And again, we support each other in here, but there's higher level marketing techniques in here that you can learn how to do for online marketing, different strategies. So you have access to this as well. Now, in addition to you having access to this, as you start building a team, your team will have access to this too, simply because you joined me. So I wanted to make sure that you knew about those. Again, if you get added to the Top Team Advanced, again, there's a pinned post. You need to watch that and follow the directions, okay, once I add you to that. And everything else will be pretty self-explanatory. Okay, now another thing that you will get access to is, I'm going to go over to my blog here. I'm going to give you access to my training site. I am working on one specifically for INFINii members, but right now I have DSD training resources. Now, DSD is DS Domination, if you're not familiar with that. It's where I learned all my great information, but I've got really great resources in there for working the eBay side, the drop shipping side, and developing that e-commerce stream. Now, I will send that to you via the INFINii team email. I will send you access to that so that you have that.
Welcome, and thank you very much for taking the time to review this.
Oh, that's loud. Right. Is my blog popping up? So you will have access to that as well. Now, I'm also, you see DSD affiliate training too. I do have some affiliate training in there. I'm in the process of revising that. I've changed some marketing. There's some new tools that are available. I wanted to kind of just streamline everything a little bit. So I'm in the process of revising that right now. So as soon as that's done, I'll give you that access to that as well. And I am going to be creating a tab here, a training specifically for Amazon, because I do sell on Amazon. That's one of the things I do. I built my e-commerce business and I do sell on there. So I have some tips and tricks that will help you utilize the training that's in the back office INFINii. I'll help you utilize it even better. So you will also get that if you join me specifically. You will get access to that training portal as well. And that'll really help you just to get going a little bit faster if you want to start selling on Amazon, which I highly recommend because it's completely awesome, absolutely awesome. Okay, so let's see. I'm following my little notes here now. Where am I going now? Oh, let me talk about the springboards. Okay, the springboards. Everybody wants to know what's going on with the springboards. Now, the springboards did open up. If you did not, if you are new, or perhaps you just haven't been following this too much, basically when this loads, if you don't have this, you're going to have a video, and it's going to show you, watch the video, and that's going to give you a few links where you have to print out a non-disclosure agreement, and you have to fax it back into the company. They just want to make sure that you're not going to be sharing the Springboard products all over Facebook and showing people what they are and competing, because the company has made a large investment in going out and finding hot selling products that are going to sell, and they don't we don't want to be competing with a bunch of other people. It's going to drag our listings down, and things won't sell as fast, and that's not what we want for you. So I'm not going to right now, if you do have access to the Springboard, it's going to pop up this. So when you send in your NDA, if you haven't done it yet, it may take a few days to get it approved. Now, I know for some of my members, it took them like a week. We had a lot of people come in, and it took a long time to get some of those things processed, but you all should have access to it now. If you do not have access, go back, please, and access this link right here and send a note to the help desk. If you already submitted your NDA and it's been a couple of days and you don't see this right now, you're still seeing the video and the links to download the NDA, then send a support ticket in so that they can help you. All right, so this will give you access to the Springboard. I'm not going to show you the reports or anything like that because that's going to show you the Springboard products. And I am not liberty to do so on a public forum here. So I am not going to do that. I'm going to switch back over here to my face, which, goodness gracious, I'm like, woo-wee. I'm like, look at this crazy hair. It's been raining here today. I've been rained on, and it's this is the real me. So anyway, so the Springboards, they are up and running. Myself and many other people have been able to purchase products. Let me clarify what's going on with the Springboard. All right, so each membership level has access to different types of products, okay? What people can see at Prime, they have a more limited selection of what they can see. In addition to that, the management fees for them are a little bit higher. Surge members can see more. They have access to more products and higher profit products, and their management fee is a little bit less if they choose to let INFINii sell it for them. And then, of course, Excel is the highest level membership, and they can see the most amount of products, and they have the highest profit return, and they have the lowest management fees. I know that was covered in great detail on a lot of the webinars. You can also go back to my blog post and kind of review the webinars and also the presentations so that you can get more information on that if you want to. But let me just explain how ordering on Amazon works, because a lot of people have been asking me, all right, so when are we going to get paid? When are we going to get the money from these Springboards? And, is it going to be within the month? Are we going to be able to pay for our memberships? And let me explain to you how that works, because I am an Amazon seller and I can explain the process to you. So as an Amazon seller, what happens is you are finding products. Basically, you go out to resale stores, you might go to wholesale stores, maybe you create your own products, and then you bring them back to your house in most cases, and you label them and you box them, and then you ship them into Amazon. Now, it can take a little while to get into Amazon. Now, I've had products sometimes get there in as few as 3 days, but typically it's more like a week. Okay, it's typically going to take around that long, maybe a little longer sometimes, maybe a little less. But so you get the products, you ship them into Amazon. Okay, then they are put up in your listings and they're available for sale. Now the products have to sell, right? So if it's a good listing, you've been working on it, and they're hot products, then they're going to start selling. So now they start selling, okay? And then Amazon, what they do for a particular seller, they pay you every 2 weeks. All right. So you don't get paid daily with Amazon. You send in your products, they run a cumulative total for you, if you will, and they will send the however many products that you sell minus their management fee, they send you a check every 2 weeks. So you have to wait for that. So that kind of gives you an idea of how the process works. So now with Springboard, what's happening is there's so many products that can be purchased, okay? And you can pick however many you want to buy. Say there's, I don't know, like a Hello Kitty doll or something, just pull that out of my head. A Hello Kitty doll that is available on the Springboard, and you purchase one of these. All right, now a reservation has been sent. All right, you can at any time, if there's a bunch of other people making reservations too. All right, once how say they have there's 100 spots. Okay, you can buy 100 of those products, and once that is closed, the reservation is closed. What they do then is they ship those products to Amazon, okay, and then they have to sell. So I'm just trying to explain this process to you a little bit more so you understand how that works. You have to wait for the reservation to be filled, okay? Enough people have to buy those products. Then when you do that, they have that minimum amount done, and then they ship it off into Amazon and they start selling them. Now, you may have other products, and I do have some products where I still have reservations that are open. That means I wanted to buy one or two or however many of the products, but I'm still waiting for other people to buy those products so that the reservation can be closed, so that they'll send those products into Amazon. So I'm explaining this in detail to you because I want you to have a very clear expectation, or a more clear expectation than maybe the one that you've had or that you've been given, because I know how the process works. So it may take, quite a few weeks for that turnaround to happen. So I want you to be prepared for that, and I want you to know that. Now, again, I don't know how fast that's going to turn around, but that kind of gives you a general idea. All right, so we've talked about how the Springboard works. Also, let me mention here, there's some confusion too. People were asking about, all right, do I have, for example, if I'm a Prime member, do I have access to 15 products for the month? Or if I have 15 products and then I sell 3 and 3 have sold, and do I get access to 3 more? So I have access to 15 at any one given time, because it was kind of worded like that and it was a little bit vague in a couple of instances. And the answer to that is that you have access to 15 products monthly. Okay. Now, if you purchase 12 of those, all right, and then the next billing cycle happens, the 3 that you didn't use do not carry over to the next month, okay? So you have access to 15 in 1 month. Now, if you would like to choose to get additional Springboard products, then you'll be charged $2. $2 to have access to each product that you want to get. So you can get access to more. You've just got to pay a small fee to be able to do that. So I wanted to make sure that I clarified that as well. So there's no confusion, so that you understand how that works. And again, if you're watching this, maybe if you're watching it tonight or if you watch the recorded version, please take notes if you do have questions. I'm going to try to do these. I don't know about weekly, maybe once every other week. We'll see how it goes. But if you have questions, I want to be able to answer them for you. So any questions that I don't get to in these sessions, please do compile them for me, because I want to get the information out to people and give you good, accurate, up-to-date information, so that, again, I am a person that likes to manage expectations and make sure that you understand exactly what's going on, so that people don't like surprises like that, right? They want to be well informed, because you feel like, I've made a well informed decision, and okay, I know what to expect here. So that's really my goal here, is to get you up to speed and get you the information that you need. All right, those are the questions that I had coming in about springboards. I want to go over right now and talk about the rewards plan a little bit. So the rewards plan and some affiliate questions. All right, so the rewards plan is really pretty cool. When I first put this out there and started introducing people to it, I told people, listen, one of the things that I loved about DS Domination, and what most people loved about DS Domination, was the fact that you did not need to be an affiliate to make money. You did not need to know how to build a team or build a network or do any of that to make money. So I wanted to make sure, I'm writing myself a little note here about something that I want to cover real quick too, and I don't want to forget. Sometimes I tend to do that. So I wanted to make sure, when I shared this with people, that when you're joining INFINii, listen, one of the great things that we loved about DSD was that you could build a great business. I have done it with e-commerce, and that is what's so awesome about it. Only like 15% of the people in that company were active affiliates. Okay, and of those, there's a very small percentage that actually made like a measurable income. So what that tells you is that most people are making money using the e-commerce products. Now, INFINii is meant to be the same way, okay? You are meant to be able to earn some great income by using the training modules. Now, I know a lot of emphasis has been placed on the rewards plan, but you don't need to take advantage of the rewards plan to be able to win here and to make some great income. So I did put that out there for people to let them know, listen, you don't have to register as an affiliate if you don't want to. Come in, use the springboards. Some of the people that came in here, actually, if you want to know a little bit more about membership levels and how they compare, in DSD, the pro and elite levels focused on basically drop shipping on eBay and advanced techniques, and you could get that training for $20 and $100 monthly, respectively. Now, some of the Amazon training that they have a course in there that's called Genesis, which is phenomenal. It's awesome. It's what I used. I generated great success with it, and that training is $1,500. Again, well worth it, because I've returned that many times over. So well worth it. But what we wanted to do here in INFINii was give people more access to Amazon. So at the Prime level, they're giving you access to some of the information that was in Genesis, where you're able to go out and scan, use your cell phone to scan and use the Amazon Seller app to go out and find products that are profitable to sell on Amazon, and to go ahead and start doing that. Well, we want to give people access to that, so that's included in the Prime membership. So as well, what's really great is that at the Excel membership, we also teach you a lot of the great information that was covered in Genesis. I mean, which ideally, as an Amazon seller, what you ideally want to get to is branding and selling your own products. It's extremely lucrative. The return that you get on your investment over there, for the money that you put in, the return that you get, is potentially very large. I'm not going to say it's guaranteed. It's not. If you pick a bad product, or if you don't do your research, you may lose money, or you may break even, or whatever it is. But the training is really great, and you you can create a great income stream for yourself. I have done it. I'm living proof. So what we wanted to do was make these trainings more accessible and more affordable to people over here in INFINii, and that is what we have done. The Excel membership, of course, is $400 a month, but you get access to some really, really, really fantastic information, and you'll have tools in there as well. So I wanted to cover I'm getting to the affiliate stuff, I promise. So I'm laying the groundwork here because a lot of people are excited about the affiliate membership, and rightfully so, and what you can do with the rewards plan. But the intent is for you to be able to come in here, as it was in DS Domination, and be able to make money by building an e-commerce business. We teach people how to build their own businesses, how to build their own e-commerce businesses. And I really want you to really understand that point, because it's important. Okay. So with that, let's move on to some talking about the affiliate, and the rewards plan, and information about that. Now, some people have asked me, and I'm just going to broach this topic right now. Some people have asked me about whether or not I will add people to their teams for them, meaning if I go out and find people who want to join, and I will give them to them, meaning hand over my sponsorship and let somebody else sponsor them. Because if you remember correctly, and if you look at the rewards plan, I'm assuming you have access to it, but we'll go back on over there. They have a beginner bonus where if you bring 2 people in, you want to have one on your right side and one on your left. If you bring 2 people in, you qualify for this beginner bonus pool. Well, I am not a fan of doing that. I never promise people that I'm going to do that when they come in. I don't like that. I know that other marketers have done that, and I'll tell you they are doing that. It's a recruiting tool. They're using it to get people into their organizations, get them in quickly. It's fast money for them. I do not like to do that, and let me tell you why. I take sponsorship, seriously. I stay in contact with people. I make myself accessible, try to answer questions. I try to help people. I don't know what kind of a sponsor you're going to make. See, the person that comes in has a relationship with me. They've seen my videos, or they've seen my emails, they've seen my information. And if they come in and I say, okay, well, all right, welcome to the team. Betty over here is going to take care of you. And they're like, how would you feel if somebody did that to you? It's a little bit jarring. They don't know you from a hole in the wall. Their relationship is with me. I'm the one that they trust. So there's that. And again, to me, I don't know what kind of a sponsor you're going to make. If you're asking me to build a team for you and to bring in a bunch of people for you, then I have to question what your commitment is. If you want me to do all the work for you, I would just ask you to ask yourself if you think that's fair. You want to get paid, for my marketing efforts. It takes time, it takes money, it does take effort. And, that's something you do need to learn on your own. If you want to learn how to build your business and take care of the rewards, take advantage of the rewards plan, you're going to have to learn to personally enroll people yourself. And I'm gonna cover that a little bit here. So I don't like to do that. I don't think it's right to do that. I don't think I'm doing you any favors by doing that either, because now you're not thinking as a business person. All right, you're running your own business here. And if you are truly running your own business, then you've got to learn how to run your business. Okay? A lot of people are getting caught up in the beginner bonus and the 90-day thing. I know that's all great stuff. It is good. It's great. But I want you to understand, if you would just get in and start learning how to do the e-commerce and generating some results, people will listen to that. If you put it out in social media or whatever it is, people will respond to results. All right. They just do. When you start having results and you say, wow, I took advantage of this, and this really worked out for me, and I've got some Springboard products going to, that's really what you want to do. You don't have to learn a whole lot of difficult marketing to be able to do stuff like that. It's really important for you. And again, all leaders are different, but the way I build my organization is I want to teach people how to really work the e-commerce business, because a lot of your business volume, if you can teach one or two people, or a few people when they come in, how to generate volume with their e-commerce business, and it'll create business volume for you. Okay, so I want to just put things in perspective for you. That's always the danger for me when a really good marketing plan is in place. I mean, I have been involved in network marketing. I will tell you, I never was involved in a binary. Not that that really matters. But one of the things that I didn't like about that was, especially the online, is that people can get very hypey, especially when it comes to comp plans, and marketers see that and they start to drool and they look at the money, and it becomes all about putting the money in their pockets, which I understand. Everybody wants to get paid. But if you've listened to any of the webinars or anything like that, Hitesh has always said, listen, you don't have to be a recruiting monster. Get in there and get success with the e-commerce products. We've had proven success with it. We've had a lot of members be extremely successful with our e-commerce products. You learn how to do that, and then people are going to listen. People are going to be like, wow, you're able to generate that. Well, I want to find out more about that, because you have concrete evidence there of results that you're having. And that's extremely important. And I'm going to tell you another thing here. Now, we do have marketing training. I'm not in any way trying to dissuade you, but we do have marketing training. But the reality is, and why this is such a great business model, is that 95% of people fail at online marketing. That is a statistic, even if you have all this really great training. So I'm saying all this because I want you to have a proper perspective, and not to get caught up in things if it doesn't make sense for you, right? I want you to be successful, and I don't want you to be frustrated. And sometimes when you're trying to spend time on too many things, you're going to be frustrated. Now, the plan does reward you if you are generating business volume, and that can come from a lot of different sources. That can come from people ordering Springboard products, that can come from people integrating their eBay accounts, and there's going to be ways that you'll be able to get paid from fees that will be collected. Once they tie that in there, you'll be able to generate fees from that, and that'll generate business volume. So there's lots of other ways to generate business volume. And so I don't want you to just focus on just bringing in people to bring in business volume. Yes, they do contribute to the business volume, but if they're using the products and they're learning how to use the e-commerce business, and at some point when they're down and they're referring people who sell digital products, and if they're referring people who are vendors, then that business volume will all fall into your organization. So I'm going to hop on over here to go to my thing here. Let me just do a share. Okay. Okay, so I've got the rewards plan coming up here. And is saying, and if you did see that popping up in the screen, you see some messages in there. Somebody's questioning about, yes, about building the team. And in some instances, I have talked to people and said, if you are working, and I see that you're working, and I see you adding people, then I will consider that. I mean, I know it's a struggle to add people to your team. I know it's not easy for everyone to do that. And I will take that on a person by person basis, okay? But I want to see that people are doing work. I want to see that people are actually building their team and putting some people in there themselves and not just relying on me to do it. Okay, so this is the, basically we're looking at the compensation chart. And this is a builder, and they're talking about beginner bonuses here. PET is your personal enrollment tree. That's people that you have personally enrolled and the people that are under them. So it does pay out a little bit. This is your beginner bonus max, okay? That's maximum, the amount that you would get maximum. And this is something you shouldn't count on. If you just bring in 2 people and they're not generating like a ton of volume, this is not what you're going to get every month. Okay, that is a maximum of what you will get every month, a maximum. There's a little slide up here that shows you how to look at that. I'm not going to go into detail because you can go back and you can see this on my blog. But this tells you how the beginner bonus pool is calculated, and there's caps on it, okay, based on your activity points. So you can look over this and see and just read it over it a little bit more to understand what that means. But I just want you to again have more realistic expectations of what you can look to earn in here. There's great earning potential, yes, there is, but I'm a perspective person, all right? So, that's maximum, all right? You want to start enrolling your own people and have people you're enrolling yourself, because look at this. When you are starting to qualify for different ranks, right, you start to get different payouts. And this is your lesser leg, meaning your shorter leg in your dual team tree. Now that would include people that, maybe are spillover from me and other people on my team, people that you've added. That's your dual team. That is business volume in your shorter leg. But listen, in order to be able to qualify for this manager position, you have to have 750 business volume in your personal enrollment tree, people that you've personally enrolled. So if you do not learn how to do that yourself, then you're not going to be able to advance rank. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to recruit a lot of people necessarily. I mean, I mentioned that you're going to be able to create business volume in future by utilizing, purchasing products from Springboard and getting and tying in your eBay and getting transaction fees from that, and some of the other things down the road that are going to generate business volume for you. All right, but I just want to make sure that you understand that most of the money that you're going to earn, and then of course you get your money here too from your personal enrollment tree. You've got to work on people that you're personally enrolling, and then the people that are that you've enrolled, like working down on that and finding team builders or helping them build or whatever. But you have to learn how to do that. You have to learn how to add, how to market. And that is certainly training that we have available for you. But that's just something, again, and then if you look over here for this INFINII pay, once you get up to director level, again, you start earning this on your personal enrollment tree line, only on your personal enrollment tree line. So if there's a bunch of people in there that it's spillover, it hasn't been added by you, um, you you really aren't going to be able to earn anything. So I just wanted to spend some time talking about this a little bit because it's important for me. A lot of people have asked me, they don't understand, like they come in, they say, well, how much spillover do I get? And, you know, they're asking questions like that, which just means it's a dual team expression. And I may have a bunch of people, maybe if you log in there right now and you'll see a bunch of people in your tree, and it's got maybe like 70 in one side and it doesn't have any in the other, or whatever it is. But the fact of the matter is if you don't bring in some people yourself, I mean, most of the income that you're receiving, you're going to be, and if you go back to up in here, you're going to be earning on volume in your short leg, which means, I may have like a business volume, maybe some of the people in my downline, for example, maybe one of their legs has like 50 people in or something, and the other leg doesn't have any in it, because those have been people that have been in my team, or people that are above me adding people, or people below me adding people. And so my team is rolling out, but if you're not adding anybody, it's not going to matter, because that business volume on that side may be down to China, maybe 1 million. But if you don't have anything in your weaker side, this would be the weaker side. If you don't have anything in your weaker side, you're not going to earn. So you do have to start learning how to add your own people, because most of what happens is when we add people to the dual team leg, we're usually focusing on one side or the other. So we're adding people, and in my team, I add some people to the left on the outside, and then I started adding people to the right, because a lot of my upline people were adding a bunch of people down the left-hand side, and that leg was getting really long, but I didn't have a lot of people over on the right, so I had to start adding on the right. And I do have a really great video that explains all that. I'm coming up on an hour here, and that's a whole nother topic that we could get into. But the reality is that if you don't start building out the shorter leg, if you've got only 1 or 2 people in there, we're talking about here, generate 10, 15, 20% of business volume from the lesser side of your dual team. A lot of your income is going to come from your lesser side, again, lesser side, and your upline, myself, or if you're on somebody else's team, is got you in a leg over here and you've got a lot of people down in there, then you're really not going to be earning too much, because you don't have anybody over on the other side. So I just wanted to cover that a little bit, so you were familiar with it. I know this stuff can be a little bit confusing to people, and it is a really great compensation plan. It is, and I just did want to mention, I was not a a binary person whatsoever. Let me just stop screen sharing. I had not been enrolled in a binary comp plan before, and also some of you, if you're in my team, may not see a whole lot of people under you yet, and the reason for that is that I sent out a note and I asked people if they were going to be builders, so that I could position them more accordingly in my tree. And in the beginning, when we were adding people, there were the outside legs, there was some problem where you couldn't add people to the outside legs and go down that way. So I started adding them in the middle. And I don't want you to be concerned if you don't have, if you're not showing anybody under you in your tree. If you're not an affiliate right now, it doesn't matter anyway. If you want to become an affiliate, we can talk about that, because I can start adding my personally enrolled people. I can start building a leg for you, and that's just a conversation you need to have with me. It doesn't mean I'm going to personally sponsor them for you, but I can start helping out with putting people in a certain leg, so I can start helping you build legs and doing that. And I'm certainly willing to do that for you. So don't be concerned that you're not going to be able to take advantage of that right now. As you see, most of what you have to worry about is your shorter leg and focusing on building that, and working on personally enrolled trees and doing that. So with that said, that's coming up almost on an hour here. I hope that's, oh, I had one other thing that I wanted to mention real quick. I'm not going to go back and forth anymore, but there were questions about, in the presentation, they had an income disclosure in there where the average members made between $500 and I think $2,000 a year or something like that. I just did want to mention, if you did see that, those numbers are pulled from DS Domination. They're pulled from affiliates. Okay, that's affiliate income. Affiliate only. Those are people that are, so they would be partners here, but they would be affiliates, people who are earning money from referring DSD to others. So keep in mind that that includes people, maybe they've referred 0 people, maybe they've referred 2 people, maybe they're a person that's referred, 2,000 people. All of that is averaged together to come up with those numbers. So I wanted to make that clear. That does not have anything to do with e-commerce numbers and what people are earning with e-commerce. It doesn't have anything to do with that. It only has to do with affiliate numbers, and that's what's in the reward plan. They're talking about people who make money with affiliate income specifically. So I wanted to make sure that that was clear in case anybody had a question. All right, so if you do have additional questions, then do please let me know. You can leave comments under my YouTube video. You can send comments to or private message me on Facebook. You can absolutely do that. Send me an email if you have my emails. If you have additional questions that you'd like answered, again, send them to me, let me know. And the next time we do one of these, I will try to address as many of those as I can. I hope this was helpful and it gave you a better perspective on things and where I'm coming from and how I build and how I grow and what I think is important. So get out there, get into the training, start working on your e-commerce business. If you're in my team, I'm going to send out that link to the eBay info, and I'm going to be working on training videos to further advance you with selling on Amazon as well, so you have access for that as well, and that's specifically for my personal team members. So thank you all for joining. If you found this helpful, please share it with others. Go ahead and do that. Again, great having you on here. It was great to do this for you. I hope you got a lot of value out of it, and I will talk to you soon. Have a great night.